Good morning, friends. This is Colleen. Welcome to my channel. I thought that today I would show you my latest project that I just completed yesterday. I posted the parts of it in various groups that I belong to, so some of you will have already seen the gist of it, but I thought I'd show you the inside since I completed it. It's a journal I made from a brown paper bag that I decided to make because I needed something to store all the ephemera, journaling cards, etc. that I've been making this past year, just to refer back to for some ideas that I would like to look back on and remake over time, etc. Just because I've been making so many different little creations that I need to house them in something and have something to refer back to. So I do have another one as well that I already have filled up. This is my newest one, and it was a lot of fun. I had no idea what I was doing when I began this project, except what I did do is I put together 4 different, they're pretty similar, but 4 signatures that I knew I would want to put in a journal. And it evolved. It became my refer back to ideas journal, etc. And because it's organic, it's just full of papers, dyed papers, waxed paper, as you can see in this signature, old book pages. This is you know, my husband and I eat takeout wraps from the chopped leaf, so I kept that. And so anyhow, it evolved. Lots of thrift store vintage finds as well. This is tracing paper, or no, this is parchment paper. I just think it gives an added texture to the image behind it. And various pages that I've had laying around. So anyways, I'm showing you this because there's 3 of these in this journal. I wanted to put the 4th, but it was too chunky. I couldn't manage it, and it was a bit of a challenge getting them in as it was. This is the paper bag, very similar to the paper bag I used for the cover. Took some doing to get it secured and glued, and I had to score the middle with my scoring tool to secure a thicker binding, so I could make the signatures fit. And this is what I love to use. This is called Tyvek paper. Some of you have asked me what I use for my spines. You can see it's DuPont Tyvek paper, 8.3 inches and by 11 7 inches. So I get it from Amazon. You can get it from different places, but again, you can't. This stuff is so durable. Unless you cut through your spine, it will not wreck. So it's worth it. I really love this. This was referred to me by a friend. She's also on YouTube, and she's very creative. Her name is Amy Doggett. So anyway, so yeah, I'm going to set this aside now. You have an idea of what I used to create it. And now let's have a look. Look at this chunky monkey. How fun is she? Oh, love it. Let's start off by showing you this. This is just a dangle I made out of twine and ribbon. And I had some beads, so I kind of just sort of fed them onto a piece of waxed thread that I used to sew in my signatures. So I just wanted this whole project to be organic, just from bits and pieces and odds and ends that I have laying around that kind of suit the theme of this. This is the tie fabric. I used this tie fabric from my daughter's IKEA furniture. I don't know if you are familiar, but when you buy IKEA furniture, like for example, these were parts of her sofa, and they were just covering the front ends and the side pieces, I guess, to prevent scratching. And while we were taking her furniture out to build, they were going to throw these pieces out, and I knew one day I would use them, and sure enough, it has become the tie for this. I put 2 eyelets here. So that really helps secure, especially something as chunky as this. Let's start from the front. So this is, again, this you can see, I wanted to leave pieces of the paper bag showing to keep the integrity of the bag. I sometimes like to know what exactly I did use to create my projects. so I won't cover to the edges. I like the edges showing. So yeah, this is a pocket I made out of yesterday's tutorial, actually. Let's see, I used a dollar store index card. And yesterday, if you looked at my video, you will see I collaged this side, keeping that side for journaling, but I decided to cut a little circle dip and use it for a pocket. These two things I made, this is just from a scrap piece of, I believe, an end of a paper, and then I covered it and I embellished it, used some baker's twine, stuck in an eyelet, so it's become a bookmark. And this is also from one of the index cards. So, and this is a paper bag tab. So again, I'm trying to keep it very, very organic. And it's just a lot of fun. Stick a little tag there too. So let's start. Here is the, let me make sure you're in. Okay, we're in. This is the cover, inside cover, covered with a printable from Willow Bound Journals, I believe. I think her name is Desiree. I just love, I only purchased her printables, so it's the only thing in this, I believe, that really wasn't created from my drawers, cupboards, or closets. But she's got a great printable kit, and you can see it right there. It just lends itself also to the theme of this. So this is a brown bag, and we've got, this is a piece of waxed paper, and it looks like I bent the butterfly. But so a long while back, I made a bunch of, this is called a tuxedo pocket. So because I've got several, I wanted to put one of these in this journal again so I could refer back to this type of a style of pocket, and to remember that I actually made them so that I will use them. I can tend to forget at all the stuff I've made and set aside. So, but it's got a hidden pocket at the back, and then you've got a pocket in the front here, a little pocket here. So, and these are all altered cards that I made out of a deck of cards, and I use these for journaling spots as well. And a little side tuck here. So I really liked this envelope that I learned way back in the beginning of this whole journey that I started to take a love for. And inside are just old pieces of paper. Another one of these tuxedo pockets. Yeah, so they do hold a lot. You could really stuff these full, and I only glued the three sides because this here tucks right into the very back. And I used a piece of, I dismantled this bow that I bought a long time ago from the dollar store, but it has that canvasy twine feel. So I decided to cut it up and use it for some tabs in this organic paper bag journal. And this is, it has the effect of a paper bag look, but it's a wallet clutch I made a while back, inspired by Liz from the Paper Project. So I've made many of these, but this is going into my journal so I can look back just to see all the things I created over time. This is a layered cereal box tag, taken right from a cereal box, cut to size and then just layered and embellished with texture and folded up pieces of paper. Yeah, and then I left a part of it unglued so that I could use it to tuck another tag behind. So these are just, again, things I'll look back to and refer to when I'm stuck or in a rut and can't think of anything new to create. Oh, and this is a circle, I guess a circle tuck. Pam from the Paper Outpost is the reason for this idea, but it was a lot of fun to create too. So my food coloring die pages, I always like to do things the easy way. I do have an old pot of coffee though that I'm going to be using to dye some more papers today. So yeah, and this here, another one of those index cards I showed yesterday on my YouTube. This is a really old vintage music sheet, and I just glued down the sides here because this is a nice tuck spot. And this is a coffee filter pocket inspired by Natasha from Treasure Books. Also a really super cute idea. And you can put all kinds of fun embellishments in there. So yeah, just full of fun. Lots of room for journaling too, which I will definitely use. This is again a piece of waxed paper for texture. I love texture. I love the feel of different types of paper. Paper bag, I stuck a couple tags in here. And this is signature number 1 completed. You can see how chunky it is. It barely closes. These were something I had done way back as well. Just took some book pages and folded in and made slots for different things that you can put little tickets, little tags. So I thought I'd put these in here to refer back to. Though I have bins full of these. These are things I do mindlessly in the evening just for something to keep my hands busy. So this would be, I believe I took the back piece from a cereal box, covered it with music paper, and I layered another pocket. So I guess I wanted this in here so that I wouldn't forget, but you know what? I make a lot of tags, and so, but anyway, it's cute. It belongs in here. Old ledger paper. This is one of the, whoopsie, let's take this out. This is kind of brittle here, but this is one of the first altered envelopes I made. This is an Artie Mays printable kit. I thought looked really cut down, of course, but looked adorable. And this was the first envelope I made that had the window. I just thought that was adorable. So as you know, I obsess with my envelopes. I love to alter envelopes. And more tag pockets. I just love all this old paper. I'll show you what I did with this too. I made it into a tag, but it's at the back of the cover, and I'll show you that after this. Little flip through. I'll speed it up a bit. Here's the middle of my signature. So this is really, really old paper. It's thicker paper, but I got a bundle of this from a thrift store a long time ago. It comes in handy here and there. Let's see what else I've got tucked away. I would have loved to have filled this up more, but I really couldn't because it wasn't going to close. More tags stuck in the brown bag. A camera image, stamped image. Now this is the third signature. I'm starting here. So let's see. This is a glassine bag. I made it into a pocket. An altered tag. A little pocket here. These are all really, so I made this on June 9th, I guess, of this year. Tags make journals look really pretty, I think. This paper, isn't it lovely? Oh, look at this. I just love it. Look, almost looks like a pair of green jeans, doesn't it? All right, one of the first tags I made right here out of book pages. And this one here is the first cascading, if you will, altered envelope. This is a white envelope. I folded once or twice, or no, 2 envelopes actually. You fold them up and you create pockets, and I happen to just have some pieces that I cut to size. And it became a tag slot for lots of fun tags. Let's do this here. Oh, and I glued only the 3 sides because there's always that top space I like to use up. So that's that. More paper, lots and lots and lots of journaling spots. This is again the middle of my signature. And I think we're getting to the end. This is an old ratted envelope that I just made into a pocket tuck. One of the envelope, I think one of my first longer envelopes with windows. And you know what? Some people will maybe washi the edge to make it look less, you know, tore and beaten up. But I sometimes like the look of that, so I kept it as is. Lots of paper here. And the last bag here, I guess. So this is another book page pocket I made. So it has a slot in the back, a tuck spot here. Aren't they just so cute? I just love these. Cute. This is a cute bird image. So yeah, that is it. That's the inside of this baby. It was fun. Very, very much fun. And it folds up like this, and then here's the back. And this is that. Here's the tag I mentioned. And I stamped, I used an index card, and then I stamped the date yesterday. But I covered it with the chopped leaf wrapping. I thought it was kind of cute and organic. Oops, get in there. And this is another index, altered index card. I collaged it. So, and then I made this as well out of an index card, cut it, and I used my circle round, or my corner punch, collaged with strips of scraps, and tucked a couple of little pieces of ephemera, took some twine for the paper tab, or for the tab on it, and a little tag. So that's it. I absolutely love this journal, I will be honest and say. It's not refined, it's not perfect, but it was definitely fun to make. And I'm really kind of excited that I had use for my daughter's furniture fabric. I'm sure they looked at me when I said, no, no, don't throw it out, I'll take it. But here it is. Makes kind of a, I don't love the color. I might dye it green, but we'll see. But anyways, so there we have it. This is the Chunky Monkey, and I'm really, really happy with it. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I encourage you to do that. I'm happy to have all my new subscribers and all my old existing subscribers. Love you all. You're wonderful and encouraging, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye for now.